Offsiders, welcome to another episode of Offside Talk. As always, I'm your host, Emin. I'm with my co-host, Fatih.
Hello.
Omer.
Gentlemen.
And a special mention today, we have our first guest on the show, YACOUB, who is a Manchester United supporter. Welcome to the show.
Gentlemen, thank you for having me on.
We're going to start off with some EPL news. There's been some changes to the rules. Once again, we obviously had the changes to the rules at the start of the season, but a few more have come in, boys. Of course, 5 substitutions, I think, just following suit with the other leagues here. There's a difference here, though. There's 5 subs. They've got 9 players on the bench, am I right?
Yes.
And even though you have 5 substitutions to make, you only have 3 opportunities to make them. So whether you go 2-2-1 or you make, I don't know, they're not actually doing 5 breaks to do the 5 substitutions. You're only given 3 opportunities. Of course, you can do them at half-time as well. Personally, I'm a fan of it. I think it stops time wasting if there was 5 opportunities to make the substitutions.
That'll be 10 opportunities then.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's a good way to get the ball rolling. As we talked about before on the show, we said these players aren't going to be match fit. They're going to be jumping in, starting the league up again. So it's a good idea to bring on these extra substitutions. Do you boys have anything to add to that?
No, I agree. Well, I think we've mentioned it many times on the podcast before that if these players are going to come back from such a lengthy break, that injuries are going to happen, all these issues are going to happen. You're fitting how many games? I think it's 10 weeks worth, or no, 9 games in the matter of 6 weeks or 7 weeks or something like that. And in the midst of all that, you still have the big teams that are still doing Champions League or Europa League and all that type of stuff. You still have also FA Cup to finish off as well. So, look, it's all positive. I don't think anyone can find a negative for all these types of news. What I did like was how they still kept it at 3 opportunities, because you don't want people having 5 subs all happening in 90+3 every single time that the ball's coming out. So it is quite good. But yeah, no complaints from me. What about you, Holmes?
No complaints, man. I like it. Like I said, if it was 5 opportunities, that's 10. Yeah. No, I like the 3 opportunities and make 5 subs. Sure.
Keep the game going.
Yeah, keeps the game going. You don't want to make 10 bloody substitutes from both teams equally, and then it'll just kill the momentum of the game. So no complaints here, man.
I'm going to throw a curveball actually at our guest. Joey, do you see this rule is there potential for this rule to stick around maybe even after all this coronavirus stuff ends, to keep 5 subs? Do you see UEFA or FIFA taking this rule on?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I do like it. I do like it a lot. Because, like I was saying, it keeps players more fresh, so you will see a lot more entertaining football. Fatih, he brought it up he brought it up before. Having 5 subs, it seems pretty good to me. We have fresher players. You know, everyone's going to be fighting now because you get a second chance to go back on if you do come off as well. I don't know. I like it. I like it a lot, especially and having the 9 on the bench as well. Pretty good.
Also, the massive thing about all this type of stuff is, if for certain aspects and certain teams, you can actually put certain youngsters on the bench. Do you know what I mean? You know how we're always capped at certain, and then someone always just misses the cut.
Mm-hmm.
With certain teams, especially the ones that don't have that much depth on, you can start to maybe boost some youngsters that you didn't know that had that type of capability to play in the Premier League or something or they didn't have a chance to play besides FA Cup or Carling Cup or something like that. So it is pretty good that they have extended the bench and just give pretty much everyone a go, and all positive from everyone around pretty much football and Premier League. So nothing else from me to add for that one. Yeah,
moving on to the next part of our segment, Fats.
Yeah, the Bundesliga. The Bundesliga's obviously the only proper massive football that's kicked in so far. You've got all the results in front of you, so all the major ones at least. Yeah,
look, all the major teams won very comfortably this week. So you had Bayern playing Düsseldorf. They won 5-0. Absolute walkaway. Lewandowski got a double. Bayern want this title. We've talked about this, I think it was last week or the week before. It's just a dominant performance by them. They're going to go on to win, looks like 8 in a row for them. So, they're definitely not easing up towards the end of the season. They've had a lot of comfortable games this season. So they're definitely the dominant force in that league. Dortmund played Paderborn, 6-1 victory for them. Sancho got the hat-trick. It was like Paderborn shut off after the last 5 minutes. There was 3 goals conceded in 5 minutes. So, dominant performance by Dortmund. They're just trailing behind Bayern.
It's their own fault. I said it last week. They're just chasing their own tail.
Exactly.
Like they were in front. Like they did it last season. They bottled it last season. They were ahead this season again. They stuffed it up again. It's their own fault, man. Like I want Dortmund to win because I like the way they play, but I don't know. I can't see Bayern Munich just getting
dropping points.
dropping away.
Nah.
I hope they do because I'm just fucking over those idiots winning every year. It's gonna be 8 in a row, man. It just shows their league's it's just a one-man show.
Yep, it's a one-team league. Definitely a one-team league.
It's like freaking.
It's like the French. It's like the French league. It's a one-team league as well. Like just
French league is completely a one-league team.
Everyone's just there just to make up numbers in the whole fucking comp.
But it's sponsored by Uber Eats, guys. So it shows the quality of the league.
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Köln and Leipzig. Leipzig won 4-2. Timo Werner got a goal, of course.
Werner.
It was good to see them bounce back after their self-destruction against Hertha Berlin last week. Werner's goal, it was assisted by the goalkeeper. It was just a beautiful pass from the goalkeeper. Put Werner one-on-one with the keeper. Easy finish for him. It sort of reminds me of what Ohms keeps bringing up about what's so great about Alisson, his ball distribution. And to see Timo Werner in the Liverpool team is going to be fantastic with Alisson's ball distribution and probably see him scoring a few goals in the EPL. What do you think, Fats?
Unfortunately, that will not be happening.
Fuck you, how about that?
Coming to Chelsea as
Fuck
part
Chelsea.
of all the rumours that are currently going about. Timo, we're looking forward to you. This badge will look amazing on you. Look, at the moment, it's all speculation. It's boosted by the media, I should say, but it's apparently we're activating the clause, and I'm getting all the rude fingers coming up from all the Liverpool supporters here. It's all speculation that Chelsea's meeting the release clause and Liverpool's too scared to do it. I don't think that's new news. We've done that many times in the past before, stealing transfer targets from Liverpool.
And stealing our fucking players.
Yeah, and they come and win trophies. But the difference about with Timo Werner is, I think, in my opinion, look, this is probably the best striker we've had since Diego Costa. Okay, and take Diego Costa out. The one before that is
Higuain. He was a quality player.
Higuain was
fat.
Yeah, we saw in our post this week.
He went straight from the London bakery to Stamford Bridge. But look, at the moment, we had a bad transfer window in January, and I'm just switching from Bundesliga to the whole Timo Werner Chelsea sort of thing here. It's sort of a massive boost for Chelsea because they had a very bad January transfer window. I think Frank Lampard was looking for players that just did not come. Now, we've already signed Hakim Ziyech from Ajax, and with the Dutch league already finished, he'll be heading to us. To be honest, with all this virus stuff, I don't know when he's heading to us. If it is, it'll be end of June. Sorry, but his stats, Timo Werner's stats, just speak for themselves. At the end of the day, he's 24 years old. I don't think we've bought a striker that young before since Jose Mourinho first came. But 122 appearances in the Bundesliga, 75 goals. And he's not even a striker, to be honest. He's playing so much better because he's playing left wing. To be honest, speaking about him and Liverpool, he doesn't fit in the team. You have to either take Mane or you take Salah out at the end of the day. Okay, and you're not going to do that. If you put him a striker, you're going to take Firmino out. And if you take Firmino out, in my opinion, you lose that gel between Sane and Salah. Now, you
can't take Firmino out, no way.
Exactly. And then if you put him back a bit, you bought, what's that, Minamino, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, you bought him for no reason. If you literally put him as attacking mid, you bought that guy for no reason from the same team. If you did buy him, but it doesn't look like it. But look, at the end of the day, in my opinion, if it does go through, this is a massive buy for us. I'd like to get Liverpool fans' opinions on missing out on the striker like Timo Werner. Ohms, I'll leave that one with you. the self-expression makes it noted very intriguingly.
We'll see.
Again,
If
nothing's confirmed.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We'll see. I would have liked him to come. Well, look, that being said, because I'm sure a lot of Liverpool supporters would say, we don't need him. We're good. Look, at the end of the day, yeah, we've been good for the last 2 seasons. You can't just sit with the team that we've got, be content, because how long is that going to last with the same team? Like, you need to bring in 1 or 2 more players, like, to bolster the squad, to win more trophies. Look, we've won the Champions League. And now we're going to win the EPL. But we need to win more domestic titles as well. So
I 150% agree with that. Especially the age that Timo Werner is. He's 24 years old.
I think long term.
And that's right. It's the long-term factor. I got a question, and whether it's the Liverpool supporters or the rival himself that wants to give his input. Do you think Liverpool's owners are becoming so complacent now with Klopp that it's sort of becoming similar to the way Arsenal was? We found success. We've got money now, but this coach doesn't necessarily need money to buy us success. I mean, I think the most expensive player you bought was Van Dijk, and that's it. And that was when you guys genuinely needed a defender. But now it just feels like Klopp is that type of manager to find youngsters who don't cost too much, and he will still get the success that is expected of him now, which is sort of similar, like I said, to Arsenal and Arsene Wenger, where he did that, found the youngsters, found titles, and it all just dropped downhill from there. Do you think Liverpool's might be heading down that road if they don't start investing soon? Holmes, what do you have?
We sort of talked about it on air before the coronavirus, whatever hit and the break came into the league.
We're going downhill.
Yeah, the team started to figure out that front three of Liverpool, so look, not that we super need Timo Werner, but it would have been nice to have a replacement, not a replacement, but a substitution for Firmino at the front, or like to add a little bit more colour, to bring in a different style of play.
Yeah, so you can't buy a player like him and put him on the bench.
That's true. But at the same time, Liverpool are playing so many games this season. It's probably going to be similar next season. That, yeah, I understand you want to play, especially at that price, playing every single week, but to have a rotation, in my opinion, wouldn't hurt too much as well.
Joey, do you have an input on this whole Liverpool dilemma?
I do. Firstly, I would like to say I do not want him to go to Liverpool. Not only because I don't like Liverpool. I just think that he will be a waste of talent at Liverpool because, as you were saying, they've got everybody there already. He's not going to really fit into the team. Like, he's not going to. Where's he going to play? To me, he will be a better fit at Chelsea because I reckon he'll be able to shine so much more there. But yeah, it's just the fact is Liverpool. What you guys were saying, how they were starting to go downhill. I did notice that as well. But the thing is, they obviously the best team in the world at the moment. Their thing is that they are getting too complacent in games. Okay, you see it when they play in the domestic games. They'll be losing. And then 80th plus minute, they'll turn it on and they'll end up winning every game. You see it 9 out of 10 games. 9 out of 10 games. They'll be down or they'll be just there, just hanging in, and then last minute switch it on. To me, that's where Liverpool needs to be. They just need to keep that consistency up. And at the moment, I do not think they need to change their team at all. And that's coming from a United fan.
There you go, boys. There's your outside opinion there from Mr. Joey, Mr. United supporter himself. Just to wrap up the Timo Werner, obviously Chelsea supporters, I'm guessing, are over the moon. Liverpool supporters will change their stance. They loved him probably 2 days ago. Now they absolutely hate him and he's probably shit. Just moving on now. Now, Ems, you had a penis-biting story a couple of weeks ago, and I think you found something new in the media that will sort of relevant or come under that category now.
Yeah, look, I was thinking about having a segment of like Naimi's nudie news or something. Obviously, the penis biting incident was awesome, but this is one that sparked up this week. So, LA Galaxy star posts saucy naked photo of model before quickly deleting. So, this is Mexican international Jonathan Santos, Giovanni Dos Santos' brother.
Yeah.
He's posted a picture with a model, and I'm not just talking like face kissing, like boobs out, everything, like tits out, X-rated photo, and he's deleted it 5 minutes later, and fans are going nuts over it. So,
that photo's not going away. There would have been a million screenshots.
Look, while everyone like Higuain is getting fat during quarantine, at least he's getting some
Some
he's
action.
getting some good action, you know. So that's it for Naimi's nudie news, and I'll keep looking for X-rated content because it's just me.
It's just you.
Handing it back over to
Those
Fat.
types of stories definitely do fall to you on that one. Now, look, we do have something in store for our guest and our Liverpool supporter himself, Omer, here. They will be having a Liverpool versus Manchester United rivalry trivia. But just before we get into that, here's the football news for the week in under 2 to 3 minutes. If it is under 2-3 minutes, we'll find out. All right, so Bale reportedly wants to remain at Real Madrid despite everything that's happening, according to his agent. Now, he has been booed several times, even though he scored a wondrous goal in the Champions League and saved the team on many occasions. But he wanted to move to China, which fell through, but now apparently he wants to stay at Madrid, and maybe he likes the golf there. I don't know. Chelsea are still in the hunt for Everton left-back Ben Chilwell. In my opinion, I don't think we should be paying £80 million for him, but at the end of the day...
You got Barkley from there. Might as well get another Evertonian.
they're turning into our Southampton.
Fat's favourite player.
Just to re-mention, the Premier League has allowed 5 subs and there'll be 9 players on the bench for the remainder of the season. Balotelli reportedly wants to leave Brescia due to the fact that the team hasn't publicly supported him due to his racial abuse that he received while he was at the team. Diego Costa has been handed a suspended 6 months prison sentence.
Tax, isn't it?
For tax fraud, and he'll pay roughly 482,000 euros.
Just pay your taxes, man.
Now,
I don't get it, man.
Under Spanish law, you don't have to serve time if it's not a violent crime. If it's anything to do with money related, you just get a
I wish it was like that here.
Fine.
All right, man.
Jan
to Lebanon.
Jan Vertonghen is aiming to complete the rest of his season at Tottenham before leaving for free. Now, apparently, Serie A teams are going apeshit crazy for him, but I don't think he suits Mourinho's future plans. Trabzonspor has been handed a 1-season ban from European football for breaching financial fair play regulations. They are appealing it.
They're confident, apparently.
They're confident, but considering the trend, very rarely do these teams get off FFP unless money goes under the table.
Which they don't have.
And lastly, the Champions League could potentially be moved from Istanbul to another destination due to the restrictions throughout Europe. Ironically, they're thinking about Lisbon, which is in Portugal, which is in Europe still. And that is your football news for the week in under 2 to 3 minutes.
That was just
What was
over
it?
2.
Over 2 minutes. There we go.
Just
We fit
over
it
2.
under the 2 to 3 minutes still. And yeah, thank you very much for listening for the football news for the week. Now let's move into the blockbuster game itself. The football trivia. Now, boys, the trivia is based on rivalry between Liverpool and Manchester United. So let's just see how this is going to turn out for you boys. All right, boys, the trivia time is now. All right, so there is 12 questions. Again, this is based on the history of your team or your teams, I should say. So if you boys are ready, let's go with the first question. Now, I'll be very clear with some questions. If you need to hear it again, let me know. Just to clarify as well, 1 point to every correct answer. There is no first in, first serve. Mm-hmm. But if a trend does come up where you're both copying each other's answers, I'll start to flog points off you guys.
Damn it, that was going to be our game plan.
Cover your answers.
And
Cover
the
your
score
answers.
is 0-0. No.
Nil or draw.
All right, first question, boys. The first ever game between Manchester United and Liverpool was the 7th of the 2nd, 1903 in an FA Cup. Now, this is after they were called Newton Heath. So this is when they're actually called Manchester United. Who won that game and what was the score?
I'm going to go
I'm
out
saying
on
Liverpool.
a limb and say Man United.
And the score, sorry.
2-0.
I said Liverpool 3-1.
Liverpool 3-1. You're both incorrect on that one. It was actually Manchester United 2-1.
Ah, 2-1.
Close
Can I
on
get
that.
half a point for that or?
Let me just check with the guys.
No.
The interesting fact on this one is we did mention this off air. So Manchester United's original name was Newton Heath.
Yeah.
Okay, and Liverpool played Newton Heath in a test match, which at the time was a playoff because Liverpool was trying to get into their first division and Manchester United was getting, or Newton Heath was getting relegated. Liverpool won that 2-0 and relegated Newton Heath. All right, now this one's actually a pretty hard one. Who was the last player to transfer between both clubs? Now, historically, this doesn't happen often. I think it's only happened like 8 or 10 times since the existence of Liverpool and
The last player that did it?
the last player that ever did it. I'm not expecting you guys to get this, but just have a go. will ya?
Let me... Before I answer this question...
Do you know this player? Probably not.
Okay. All right. That's what I was
I
going
was
to
going to
ask.
say Michael Owen.
No. Michael Owen, yeah. No. I don't even know. What year? What decade?
I know you won't know the player, so I'm going to help you guys out here. I'll let you guess the year it happened. It's a lot easier than the player, but it was a while ago.
Can I say?
Who did he go from to?
He went from Manchester United to Liverpool for £25,000.
25,000.
Bro,
So
that
I'm
would have
gonna
been like
say-
1800s.
No. Jesus, bro. He's being multi-millionaire by now.
I'll give you guys the benefit, and
I'm gonna say 1982.
Holmes. Told you these weren't easy.
1987?
1980. We both stuck to the 80s. So it was actually Phil Chisnell. He went from Manchester United to Liverpool for £25,000 and 1964. And that was the last ever player transferred directly from each squad to another. Ever since then, the rivalry has still stuck.
Yeah.
And Klopp is actually famously known to have said he would have signed Ibrahimovic if he did not play for Manchester United.
I wouldn't want him anyway.
I think it was
anyway.
just more of a backup.
Why wouldn't you want Ibrahimovic? He's the best player in the world.
Best player. All right, number 3. So just to confirm, the score is 0-0. Now,
Even if I studied for this shit,
You can't
no,
study
you
for
can't.
it. It's good, but it's good general knowledge.
Shut up.
all right, Liverpool and Manchester United only played each other once in all European competitions. What was the score over 2 legs, the competition, and when did it take place?
Europa League?
Now again, so
Wait.
score in both games,
Fuck.
the competition, and when. And when I mean when, it doesn't have to be date. It can be the season that they played.
I'm going to say Europa as well because he was so confident
Europa
on that.
2017?
So 17-18 or 16-17?
Fuck.
I'm going to say if he's going off that, then I'm going to say, yep, 17-18 United won. And I'm going to say the first day United.
You know, 1-0 and then we won.
No, United won both games.
No, they didn't.
Yes, we did.
Give your answers. You're versing each other. Not
We're not just out.
contemplating. All right.
I bet
quick answer,
we're-
Joey. Joey, what's your ansers? So Europa League, you went
16-17.
16-17.
And I'm going to say United won 1-0 and 2-1.
United 1-2-1. Okay. Holmes.
Europa 16-17.
Yep.
That won 1-0.
Yep.
Fuck, how should we win? And I think we won. Was it 3-2
I don't even remember the second.
or 3-1?
All right. So the answer was Europa League, 15-16.
Oh.
Liverpool won the first game 2-0.
Fuck!
Manchester United, and Manchester United drew 1-1 with them at Old Trafford. Liverpool did progress in that year and to the final as well. Question 4.
Fuck off.
We're
Just
not
to
doing
confirm,
well, man.
it is still 0-0.
Well, you're not doing well.
Fuck.
You're representing your teams well. All right. Which Manchester United player stated the famous saying, "I can't stand Liverpool, I can't stand the people, I can't stand anything to do with them"?
Wayne Rooney.
Oh, that's,
Only because of Everton
yeah.
as well. Because he played for both clubs.
I was gonna say, what's his name?
Lock in Wayne Rooney. Holmes?
Or David Beckham. Oh.
Nah, he's too pretty to say that.
No, he's not. He's not. I know he hates Liverpool as well with a passion.
He does, but
I know he hates Liverpool with a passion, so it could even be that.
All right, finalising. You sticking with Wayne Rooney, Joey?
Yeah. Actually, no. Can I change? Can
You can change it. You're more than welcome to.
Can I change it to?
what's his name?
To David Beckham.
David Beckham. Holmes?
What was his name?
Or
Gary
Neville.
Neville. Gary Neville.
Which one are we sticking with, boys?
Nah, fuck off. I said it
gonna go
first.
Neville?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
saying
go
Gary
for it.
Neville.
Go for it. Yeah, because it's probably him.
What are you sticking with?
I'm gonna stick with
Wayne Rooney or Beckham?
Beckham.
Beckham? It was Wayne. No, I'm joking. It was Gary Neville.
Gary Neville. I knew it. Why didn't I change?
He fucking hates us bad.
Liverpool 1-0.
Ah, damn it. I
All
even
right.
confirmed it with you. I should have just went with him.
Now, this question is hard, so I'm just going to amend it for you guys here. There are 3 players who all scored 9 goals in this derby. So between the Liverpool and Manchester United derbies, when they were playing, they scored 9 goals, and they're the top. Okay, these 3 players are the top that's ever scored 9 goals in this fixture. The original question was name all 3, but I will take 1.
Wayne Rooney.
Holmes?
Can
Robbie Fowler.
Can I give 2 answers?
It won't matter.
Okay.
Robbie Fowler.
If you want, you can give 2. If you want, you can give 2.
I was gonna say
Up to
Rooney.
3 players if you guys want. Just to give you guys a bit of a leverage.
Rooney, possibly Ronaldo as well. But the only reason I'm going Rooney is because highest ever United goal scorer.
Interesting.
I said Robbie Fowler.
Interesting.
It's none of them. I can see his face as none of them.
I know it's, but it's just
Fuck.
I'm going to need those
I'm gonna say
names.
Torres.
and Van Persie as well.
Okay.
I just like to add Van Persie in there.
Torres
So you got
And-
Torres, Fowler,
and Rooney.
and Rooney.
Yeah.
You're all incorrect
Of course.
on every single one.
Dead.
Now, 2 of the players you're probably unfamiliar with. So you got Sandy Turnbull and George Wall. But the one that you're both familiar with, Steven Gerrard.
Fuck!
I would have said Gerrard.
Gerrard is
Off the
on
bat.
that
I don't know
one.
why the fuck I didn't say Gerrard.
If you had a said slip, then I would have probably went with Gerrard. But
All right. So question 6.
right,
Liverpool
man.
in the lead 1-0 over 6 questions. Sorry, 5 questions, but here's question 6. What was the score of the last fixture between Liverpool and Manchester United?
3-1. 3-1.
And who won?
Liverpool.
Liverpool won.
What was the score, sorry?
3.
You're versing each
Don't
other.
even
You
say
said
that to me,
2-1,
bro. I
but-
said 2-1.
3-1.
Whatever you guys want.
3-1. Fuck, was it 3-1?
No, 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool. Ohms?
Oh no, sorry, 2-0 Liverpool.
2-0. Oh, fuck.
3-0 Liverpool.
No, I don't
No, it was 2 or 3-0 Liverpool. Oh,
All right, I'm going to force it out of you. Joey?
2-0 Liverpool.
Omar? I'll stick with your original.
2-0. What's this?
I'm waiting for you.
2-0 who?
2-0 who?
Liverpool.
2-0 Liverpool. We're both sticking with that answer?
Yes.
Okay, you're both correct on that one.
You're welcome, Omar.
2-1 Liverpool in this scenario. All right. Question 7. What was the highest scoring fixture between both clubs? So highest scoring meaning not the win itself. How many goals have been scored in one game?
In one game.
In one game.
I know you. I know
This game was a very long time ago.
Seven goals.
How long
between
ago?
the both?
Between the both. So
Yeah.
okay. So you're saying 7
7 goals between the both.
Between
And
the goat.
between the both. And
between goats.
if I pick the team, do I get a bonus point for picking the team and the year?
No.
Do you even know it?
Picking the teams, it was Liverpool and Manchester
It
United.
It was Liverpool.
So you're sticking with 7?
How
7
long? How
goals.
long? How long ago did this happen?
In the
Um,
in the 20s, in the early 19.
It was early 1900s.
Yeah. Because I do know that Liverpool flogged us at like 6-1 or 7-1 game. And that's because that's the biggest that you guys have ever been in the sport.
You're helping your fellow supporter.
I'm
fellow
just dropping
rival.
knowledge. I'm just dropping knowledge.
All right, so you're sticking with 7, Obes.
Yeah, 7. Fuck.
Sticking with 7. You're both incorrect.
Man.
It was a League Division 1 game on the 25th of the 3rd, 1908.
Yeah.
Liverpool beat Manchester United 7-4. So 11
7-4.
goals.
Oh, okay, so 7 goals to
Whoa.
Liverpool.
Yeah, imagine that
Jesus.
happening now.
7 goals to Liverpool.
All right, number 8. Which team has the most expensive signing, and who was that player?
Manchester United, Harry Maguire.
How much is spent for
They just give me the answer. Don't argue. Don't argue.
Is this of all time?
Between both clubs,
To date.
about all time.
Youngster Maguire? Yeah.
Maguire,
Yeah.
you are both incorrect.
Oh, what?
Manchester United, Paul Pogba, 89.3
I was
million.
going to say Pogba.
Hang on, I thought we signed Maguire for 95.
No, 80 million.
Maybe 95 our dollars.
Ah, yeah, 95 English. Yep, okay. That's where
So 89, Paul
What a waste
Pogba
of money.
is the
What
most
a fuck is a
expensive.
waste of money?
You're telling me he's a waste of... I hate him. I really can't stand him, to be honest with you, man.
Hey, Liverpool and
He's too slow.
Man United fans agreeing on something. That's
He's too
unusual.
slow.
All right,
Attitude
question,
shit.
question 9. Which team has the record for the highest record transfer fee received? So to buy one of their players, whether it's Manchester United or Liverpool, who had the highest?
Liverpool. Surely.
United. I'm just gonna go United. We're the bigger club.
No,
Hey.
Liverpool. For sure. Coutinho, wasn't it? Yeah, it would have been Coutinho.
United.
You sticking with United?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we've had some pretty big names
sticking
over the
with
years, man.
I know, but
You sticking with Liverpool?
Mm.
Omar is correct on this one. Liverpool,
Coutinho, isn't
Philip Coutinho, 142 million to Barcelona. So Liverpool leading 3-1 here.
3-1. Jesus.
3-1, they're opening the gap on you, mate.
That's what she said.
All right, which player has appeared? Actually, we'll make this a bonus question.
Yep.
Okay. Which player has appeared the most in this derby across all competitions, and how many games?
Fucking hell.
What, sorry?
So, which player has appeared the most in this derby across all competitions? So, whether it's Europe, FA Cup, Carling Cup, etc., across all competition, which player has appeared the most
Gerard?
and an amount of games?
Fucking, I don't know.
Wayne Rooney. Because I know he played, what was it, like a good couple of 100. What was it, like 300 and... No, he scored like 359 games or something like that. Oh, God, I don't even know. I'm going to say Wayne Rooney.
Okay.
I'm say Gerard.
You gonna say Gerard? You're both incorrect. There's a player there that's played a lot longer than those two players combined. Ryan Giggs.
Oh, fuck.
Ah, yes. How can I forget Ryan
He
Giggs?
played
Fuck
this.
me.
He played this fixture 48 times.
Fuck.
So there goes 2 points.
Oh, yes. Thinking in general.
Fuck me there.
All right, this one's gonna be a curveball question, but it's gonna be fun. Who has had the most penalties awarded to them in this fixture in the Premier League era?
United. Because I fucking hate yous. I don't know. I'm saying you.
You can probably say us. I'm going to say United as well.
You're gonna say United. You're both incorrect. Liverpool with
Liverpool.
6. Manchester United, if I remember correctly, had 5. So you got one above them. All right, boys.
Yeah, you can thank Gerard for scoring those 2 penalties against you.
All right, boys. Now there's 4 points up for grab for both of you in this one, not one each. 4 points. Okay, so you're gonna answer this based on an A, B, C, D scenario. So it's gonna be one question, and then I'm just gonna follow up with multiple questions after that. So, how many European trophies in total has Liverpool and Manchester United won? Now we're gonna go through it. Okay.
Hang on. Sorry. Do you mean...
So I'm going to list them now.
Okay.
So you both get points on these scenarios. So for the Champions League,
6-3. So 9 between the two.
individually.
Oh, sorry. 3 United, 6 Liverpool.
Homer.
3 and 6 Liverpool, yeah.
Okay. Now I'll give you to go first on this one, so it doesn't feel like it's always back and forth. UEFA Cup and Europa League.
Fuck.
And by the way, 6-3 is correct.
Yeah.
So you got 1-1 on that one.
Fuck. Fuck, how much did you win?
Europa,
Do you remember how much you won?
know between us is like 60-something trophies.
But we're only
Yeah,
talking
but that's
about European.
Yeah, but that's including domestic. Don't about domestic.
So UEFA and Europa, I'll get Omer to go first on this one. They're not easy questions.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say Liverpool 3, United 1.
Okay.
Nah, we're
Not sure.
UEFA Cup and Europa League.
Europa League.
UEFA and Europa.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna
UEFA
say
Cup and
3-1.
Europa League.
Together, yeah?
Yeah,
sorry,
together.
yeah. So,
Together.
Same
So
thing.
you
same,
said Liverpool 1.
I don't know. I'm going to say 1 for Liverpool if he's sure about that.
What?
Or did you say
He said 3 for Liverpool
three.
and 1 for
1
Manchester
for
United.
United. Because not with Mourinho.
Gonna force it,
Yeah,
Joey.
Yeah, same thing. 1-3.
1-3. You're correct on that one.
Yeah.
Liverpool 3 and Man United 1.
I was thinking FA as well. Don't ask me why.
European Cup Winners' Cup.
Hmm?
European Cup Winners' Cup.
1 each.
Holmes.
Yeah, I'm saying 1 each.
You're incorrect. Liverpool 1 none. Manchester United 1
Oh.
1. And
None. Okay.
the UEFA Super Cup.
Super. Is that one all?
They're working together.
I don't even know.
supposed to happen like that.
I don't even know why we're working together. I really don't even know why we're working together. Super. God, I don't even know how many times we've won it.
I can't remember either.
I'm gonna say. What's going to say? 1 all.
Holmes.
Fuck.
I really don't even know.
I don't know.
Well, you got to guess.
I got no idea.
All right, so Joey
that
is sticking with
Liverpool
1 all.
2-1?
1 or 2-1.
2-1.
And you're saying 1-1. Man United have won the UEFA Super Cup once. Liverpool have won it 4 times.
4 times. Oh.
They've won it quite a lot. Look, going with all that, we can clearly say that Liverpool is the winner in this trivia contest. Congratulations to the Liverpool supporters here. Unfortunately, Joey.
You're never coming back.
It's okay, I'm very glad you could win off my help and with the help of my answers as well.
Unfortunately, Joey, you are now banned from the trivia section for Manchester United, and we need to go find more Manchester United supporters. You've made our life
Do we
difficult.
even know
Now,
any?
can I just say something there? Like, just to be fair, boys, like you guys are all Liverpool supporters. I'm probably the only
only
United.
2 of us.
I'm only
I am
the.
not a Liverpool supporter.
And
As you can see,
besides
Chelsea,
Party, besides Party, the whole group is a is a Liverpool supporters, and there's no United supporters. So I think it would be safe to say I will be coming back. You can play me in a wild card?
You are,
maybe?
Unless I get my
you are
cousin.
now forever banned from our podcast.
Unless I bring my cousin.
This we're not even airing this episode, so that's how much you banned it. All right, but thank you very much, boys, for participating. Joey, thank you very much for joining
Stressful
us.
and fun.
Thank you for having me. It was really good, and it was fun to dig into my knowledge, even though there wasn't much there. Obviously, you can tell from the trivia, but no, it was fun, and yeah, thank you for having me on.
Thank you very much. Ems, wrap it up, please.
All right, guys, as always, make sure you guys are subscribing on YouTube, following us on Instagram, and liking us on Facebook. We will put Joey YACOUB's details down in our description in the YouTube. Follow him, give him some shit about how bad he was at trivia, and as always, stay offside.